Hey, what is going on? It is Craig Bennett, a.k.a. Cash Cake here with my good buddy, Aaron Freeman. How you doing, Aaron?
Good. It just dawned on me. I feel like we could do one of these for college football too.
Oh, 100%. 100%. So Aaron and I are going to talk about our top 10 2021 NFL futures. There's a lot more that we could dig into. We figure, hey, man, NFL's just right here. And we get the OTAs going to start, next week?
Yeah.
NFL is here year round. Got 10 of them to talk about. Some that we both agree on, some we might not both agree on, but it'll be fun to talk through things. But yeah, man, I say we just dive right into this and kind of talk through these and just see what we have on tap, man. So let me pull these up on the screen and we'll just we'll talk about these. Again, Sharp. We're going to have a Sharp app over at SportsBetArmy. A couple weeks here. You can hit in the description below and actually pull up that and get on the mailing list. So when it does go live, you can download it. And then again, hit in there in the description below as well and hit the SportsBetArmy. We have a free Slack channel where we do drop some stuff in there. Friedman drops some stuff in there as well. And go just check out our picks, man. We're always in there chatting and hope to see you in there. So with that, let's just jump right into the number one play that we have here. Washington football team to win the NFC East, man. Plus 261 unit. What do you say, man?
Yeah, so of course they won the division last year. And
Is it a division, though?
Well, yeah. It's arguable whether it will count in the record books. But anyways, I'm really impressed what they've done in the offseason. I mean, Fitzpatrick isn't the long-term answer, of course, but he's a big upgrade. And he gives them a really solid floor at quarterback. And Antonio Gibson, who was the rookie running back last year, he looked really good.
He did.
McLaurin was hurt for most of the year. Now he's back. And they have a real receiver room, not just some, I don't know. Last year it's just like guys off the street. Now this year it's Curtis Samuel, Humphreys, Diami Brown, who's I really liked him coming out of Carolina. So yeah, just the defense will continue to be good. And so yeah, definitely a winnable division here, and I like them a lot again this year.
I'm with you, man. I mean, that they got a lot of good skill weapons here, and it's just a dumpster fire of a damn division. And with Dak coming back from that injury, is he going to be the same old Dak? The Cowboys seem to always find a way to kind of get there, but not all the way. And I'm just like, I'm not sold on what they've done at all. Since they gave Zeke all that money, it's like last year it was like watching him and Pollard. It was like, God, Zeke just looked fat and just couldn't get it going. And so I'm with you, man. I think this Washington football team at plus 260, definitely worth taking a shot at this. The Eagles are going to be the Eagles. They're a dumpster fire of a team. And I can't get behind the Giants, man. Like, so they're kind of thing as well. Like, take a shot on this, man. And I mean, how do you go against the Beard, man? How do you not go, little swag city, So I'm in, man. Love this pick, man.
Yeah, and it's been pretty stable too. It hasn't, I feel like it's been between 300 and 250 all off season.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yep. I'm with you. So really like this pick. Let's go to the next one. Pittsburgh Steelers under 8.5 wins, minus 110, 1 unit on this one. Where are we sitting on this one, Freeman?
Yeah, so very tough division. I like Cleveland a lot. It's going to be neck and neck with Baltimore to see who wins the division. And I think talent-wise, the Steelers are kind of backsliding. I mean, Roethlisberger's aging, and I don't know, the weapons are – Harris could be decent, but the weapons are underwhelming. And I don't know. I mean, it's a 500 team.
I'm with you. I think it's an 8-8 team here. Well, I guess now we have what 17 games this year. So, but I'm with you. I think it's definitely, not the Steelers' reign like we've seen so many years past in the past decade. It's definitely Cleveland and Baltimore, and they're going to have a hard time, I think, winning both of those games if Cleveland can stay healthy and actually play like they should with that talent. Yeah, man. I mean, we'll talk. You talked a little bit about Harris. Do you like him?
Yeah, I like him.
Because I was messing around with some of the rookie dynasty top 10s, and I want to do a video with one of those with you as well here coming up. And I think he needs to be top 2 or 3 picking that. But in terms of this bet, he's going to get all the carries, right? But has he shown enough to get that workload out of the backfield and be successful at it like Bell in the past? And then, Connor can never really stay healthy, or is Roethlisberger's going to stand there like a statue and just chuck it 50 times a game and then make enough mistakes where they just kind of, throw a bunch of games away. That's where I kind of I don't know. So yeah, I like the under here. It's definitely I think a lot of people just have a hard time moving past when a team's been so dominant in a division for so long that maybe it gets a few more, win or two more than it should just because of that.
Yeah, plus they got a good team scheduled too, so most of their games are going to be sweats.
Right. Yeah, I like the under on this one. Let's head on the next one. Tampa Bay to win the NFC South, -190, 1 unit. Shoot, man, I don't mind going 3 units on this damn thing here.
Yeah.
Tell me about this. I mean, it's Brady and crew. Now they get a full freaking training camp. We saw them last year where we didn't have a full camp, and it took them half a year to really get clicked, and they brought everyone back, man. I mean, how does this team just not click from the get-go and just crush?
Yeah, this one's going to keep moving. It was at around 150 maybe a month ago. So even now, I still think the implied odds are maybe 90%. I mean, every other team's basically in transition in the division. So, yeah, I like this a lot. You can even parlay divisions and use the Chiefs and Tampa Bay as parlay pieces.
I like that as well. But like I said, I have no problem going up 3 units on this thing. I just don't. Once we saw them clicking, and imagine if we get playoff Lenny, Fournette, like playing like that all year. I mean, didn't he? That dude in the playoffs looked dominant, man. Like,
yeah, that was really the perfect landing spot for him.
It really was. And if we get that all year long, holy crap! Like, how are you going to stop that team? I don't know. Before we go to the next one, man, was it week 4 going into Foxborough? How fun is that going to be where we get Tom Brady going up against New England? New England don't even know who their starting quarterback is yet. Yeah. So I think it's going to be a hurting on them boys. That's one I actually do like. I like the, the Patriots not making the playoffs. I think it's like -150 or -160. I was looking, but that's another one that I kind of like as well. I just don't see it, man. That division's a lot stronger as well. So I just don't think New England's going to do very well.
Yeah.
Let's head on to the next one. Jacksonville Jaguars over 6.5 wins +110 for 1 unit. What are your thoughts on this one?
Well, it won't be on the back of Tim Tebow. That's but
I mean, you knew once they were talking about that he was gonna make. Yeah. I mean, it's nice he make the roster, but at least he was gonna get signed to participate. Do you think he'll make the active roster?
I don't. As time goes on, I do. The more time that goes on, I do think he'll make it. But if I had a bet, I'd say no.
Right.
DraftKings actually has. I did bet the under prop for receiving yards for
What was
Tebow.
the prop? What was the
It was
prop on it
12.5 receiving yards.
for the year?
Yeah. But I mean,
Well, yeah, I mean,
he has to make the team.
right, and that's the thing is like I was wondering if he's gonna makes the active roster or not. Yeah, I'm
I
like,
don't know. Urban could do some weird stuff.
well, that's what I mean.
So,
Urban Meyers is like, I mean, he's the only reason he wouldn't have been on this roster. It wasn't for Urban. So
yeah.
if Urban Meyers be like, hey, nope, I want him out there because he could have a couple. He could put him on the active roster to say, hey, you're gonna do this, this, and this, and I don't know, man. It'll be fun to see, but the over wins here, man. I mean, you really think that they can hit that over 6.5?
Yeah, the schedule makers did them a lot of favors. Houston, this is just the start of the schedule.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a very, the division's not great. You're relying on Carson Wentz in Indy. Tennessee's okay. And then Houston's going to be the worst team in football. So I don't know. There's at plus money. I like it for a unit. I think 7 wins is likely, and they could push for 8 and 9.
Yeah, I mean, for plus money, I don't mind giving it a shot. I wouldn't put over 1 unit on it.
Yeah.
Because I think it could go either way. And again, I think there's a play in here, that we'll talk about for Trevor Lawrence that I would rather go way heavier on, that I feel way more confident on than this one. But yeah, with the schedule there, I don't mind taking a shot at it. Anytime you get plus money at something like this, I don't mind. Again, I don't think that they're going to smash or anything, but they might be able to get to 7 or 8 wins. Next one here. Comeback player of the year. We got 2 sitting here. Joe Burrow plus 600 for a half unit, and Dak Prescott plus 175 for 1 unit. What do you think of both of these guys?
Yeah, I think they're both going to have a lot of intrigue. People are going to want to see Burrow and Jamar Chase now. Since they didn't upgrade the offensive line, it's really the Burrow show. And
does that worry you at all, man? Because
yeah,
I get why they went after Chase, and watching the year they played together in LSU and how it was just a magical connection with those two, right? And that receiving core is going to be great, but holy crap, it worries the hell out of me that he's going to be able to last the whole year, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I feel way more comfortable with Dak Prescott. But I think this is where it's at. I really do. I think it's going to be one of these guys.
Yeah, and in this way you can kind of lock in a profit. I mean, it's with the way the league is, it's going to quarterback.
It's going to a quarterback. I mean, it's a quarterback league. We know it. We got 2 guys coming off injury on, where the NFL wants them both to kind of succeed, because, Burrow's, the Cowboys are always going to be the Cowboys. So they're always going to want them to do well. The America's team bull crap. And then Burrow, man, it's like they should be slinging it a bunch. Like if that dude can stay healthy, man, I love Cincinnati. They're going to be fun. But man, I just hope it's like he needs to do better. He needs to be out of the pocket, sit there and shotgun and get rid of the damn ball. Don't be running it. Don't be holding it for too long. Just get rid of the damn thing. So yeah, man, I hope he can make it because he's a talent, man.
Oh, one note for all of these. Most of these except one are available on DraftKings. 2 notes, one shop around, and all the books have some different promotion things. So, and then 2, I think, unless you're basically only an NFL bettor, I would set aside a budget for all these because your money is going to be tied up until December.
Yep.
So I would recommend like setting a budget for all these so you're not like redepositing in a week.
Right,
in your
right.
accounts.
Yeah, I mean, these are all tied up for months and months and months. And so they're fun, but say, what do you say? If you say you had 100 unit bankroll or something, what would you put? Maybe 10 units total of allocation, something like that, 10%.
Yeah, definitely.
Like don't go crazy on these, but they are fun. And I think that they can be very profitable because especially if you get on them early before things move and kind of, again, they're kind of fun. I really like future bets, and NFL are the best ones. And so I do like these. And that's why I kind of like putting 1 unit on Dak and then a half on Burrow, just because I do think you're locking in a profit at that point. Let's move to the next one. This is the one I love, man. I'm putting 3 units on this bad boy. Trevor Lawrence over 25.5 touchdowns. Like, talk about this one because I just don't see how this is not possible.
Yeah, the only thing is injury.
It's it. And I'm like, you can't bet, if he's going to get injury. But I'm with you. Like, that's the only thing that would stop this. Like, I don't see how he does not throw over 24.5 touchdowns. Like, I just don't see it. Minus 115, load up all day long. Like, this is probably my favorite one on the board out of all of them.
Yeah, there's a bunch of rookie props. I feel like the offensive rookie props are better than like the yardage and touchdowns. Those are better than kind of guessing on the offensive
you think
player of the year.
Just have a hard time figuring out what they're going to do. Like,
I think they try to be like conservative, but I think they don't want angry customers. But,
right.
No, offensive rookie of the year is going to be like, look at what Justin Jefferson did. Like that was a historic season and nowhere close. So it's like but if you bet on his stats or if you bet on Devonta Smith, I like a lot. And I wouldn't bet on him for offensive rookie of the year, but I would bet like his receiving yards over. And that way you're invested with him without the uncertainty of offensive rookie of the year. Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that. One thing talking about Trevor Lawrence here and the Jacksonville Jaguars, Travis Etienne, like talking about getting like wide receiver snaps, a lot of these OTAs. Like, do you think they could possibly, move him to a wide receiver? Or do you think that they can just run, or do you think they're going to run maybe run some dual running backs or put him in the slot a bunch and put him like a Le'Veon Bell type where he's in the slot a bunch? And because, I mean, I know that Meyer didn't draft Robinson, but that dude looked like he was awesome last year. And it's like, at the very least, you got 2 great running backs. But if I want all my guys on the field that can do things, and if you could put DJ Chark and Marvin Jones on the outside and throw like Etienne in the slot at times, and then your boy Tim Tebow,
Yeah, it's going to be a fun. I mean, I know Urban wants to make them like the fastest team in the league and things like that. But it could be Etienne could be like the Percy Harvin from Urban Meyer's Florida days.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. And he was just really damn good in that spot. I mean, So it'll be interesting to see what they do. But this is just over 24.5. If you get this, pound the hell out of this. Let's head on to the next one.
Zach? One more note. That one's I haven't seen it on DraftKings, the Lawrence one.
Yeah, I didn't see it on DraftKings. It was what you said.
PointsBet,
right.
FanDuel may have had it.
I didn't. I looked on FanDuel, but I didn't see it. I saw it on PointsBet though. I was looking. I didn't check and see if it was on BetMGM. I didn't see if they had anything on there.
Man, I need Bet and MGM. They're not licensed in Illinois yet.
Oh, they're not. Oh, dude,
I know.
For props. I hammer the NBA props on there all the time because they always come up. Them and FanDuel are like first, and they're always soft, like super soft. And they're just, if you get on there early, like get up and get your cup of coffee and look at those lines before people wake up, you can jump on some awesome ones. So
yeah,
I'll have to look and pull up and see if there's any of those plays on NFL, if they have anything. But yeah, but that one particular, it was PointsBet that you can definitely get that on. But when it comes to some of these other ones, you just have to check out. But yeah, Zach Wilson over 3850 passing yards, minus 112, 1 unit. Are you a Zach Wilson truther here with the Jets? Now, we don't have Adam Gase around, right? Little bug
I don't know
eyes.
if he'll be, I'm still on the fence. I don't know if he'll be good long term, but you don't need him to be good
for the yardage
to cash the bet. Yeah.
Right. So how many yards do you think he's going to put up? I mean, they're another team that should be playing from behind quite a bit, right?
Yeah. I think the 4,200 yard, that's what I'd project for, just because with the extra game and them being down a lot, I think, I would bet this anything under 4,000. I mean, just with the extra game.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I like this bet as well. Not as much as the Trevor Lawrence one, but I do like this one as well. I have no problem betting this one. Let's go to the next one here. This one, we're going to have to talk a little bit about. Baker Mayfield MVP plus 3,300 quarter unit. This is all you, buddy. You tell me about this one. I kind of like a guy that we have down in here. We'll talk about in Carson Wentz, but you sell me on the Baker Mayfield MVP here because I'm not on this one.
Yeah, it's come down.
I mean, did you drink when you played this one? Were you drinking heavily that night when you played this one?
I mean, yeah, you basically need him to win the division. I mean, it's more like okay, so the anyone 20 to 1 and below, I don't really like. I mean, I think Herbert's around 20 to 1, but I don't know. It's going to be hard if he doesn't win the division.
Right. I understand that.
What do you think about, I mean, I know you like Wentz, but what do you think about Burrow at 50 to 1?
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer Wentz and Burrow over I would Mayfield. I just think, I just feel more confident. I don't know, man. Mayfield, just something. I get it. There's a lot of he's got talent around him. It's but it's Mayfield, man. I don't know if it's a mental thing for me, but and I know these are long shots. These are not you don't go heavy on these bets like this. You're just hoping things line up and you hit something, and they're fun. This is more of a fun one that you're taking a shot at. But I like Carson Wentz more, man. Going back to Frank Reich, we were kind of talking about this. It's good line, weapons. I like that bet. I feel more comfortable, and you get it at plus 4,000, where I think they're still kind of reeling with how the injuries and how he left the Eagles. But yeah, I ain't throwing a quarter unit on Mayfield, man. I'll have to eat crow, I guess, at the end of the season if this one hits.
But I wish they had the prop for the Browns is 10 wins. I really wish it was just a little bit lower.
Right.
That would be one of my top plays.
Yeah, I mean, God, how fun is it to watch Chubb run the ball, man?
Yeah. That
dude. Whew. But anyways, I got to get off this slide here before it makes me puke. So let's go to the next one. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Horn at plus 1,500 for a half unit, and Phillips plus 700 for a half unit. Why do you like these two guys?
So it's been unless you have a linebacker who goes nuts, it's going to be a cornerback with all the focus on receiver cornerback matchups and edge rushing. It's going to be a defensive end or a cornerback. Phillips was the best pass rusher in the draft, and he's in a good spot with Miami. They were lucky to get him. And then Horn's interesting. He went 8th to the Panthers, and I think I don't know. I just see him as more of a candidate than Surtain, who has the same 1,400 odds here. But these are the two best prospects at their position. And I think it's, you can kind of hopefully lock in a profit here.
Yeah, I mean, what on that draft night, man, I was shocked that Horn went over Patrick Surtain.
Yeah.
That was like the only bet that I had in the draft. And I was like, when he got announced, I was like, I knew it was a possibility, but I was like, you sons of guns, man. But I mean, you don't think like Micah Parsons has a chance, playing with the Cowboys? You don't think he'll have a chance at all?
No, he definitely has a chance. I don't know if I want to lay like 5-1.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
he's a good player.
He is, and it's like he would be the third one that I don't mind throwing something at. Like that was the only other one that I would look at to add to these two. But I like these, man. These are fun ones. These ones and the comeback player of the year, they're a lot of fun. But yeah, these are a lot of fun. Man, this one. Minnesota Vikings win the NFC North plus 275, 1 unit. If you don't know, Friedman and I am actually from Illinois. I reside in Indianapolis. But Friedman and I are both Bears fans. So this one's kind of rough. Talk about this one for us, man.
Yeah. And I mean, it's come down a little once the Rodgers wanting out news broke. And so is the Packers division odds. It was in the minus 200 range, and now it's like minus 155 or so. I don't know. It's a pretty weak division, especially if Rodgers leaves and everyone's every other team besides the Vikings is in transition. And I mean, I'm not a Kirk Cousins guy, but he's still a top half quarterback. And I think there's enough in Minnesota that they could get to 10 wins if Rodgers is out.
Yeah, I mean, Detroit we know is going to suck just horribly. And if Rodgers is gone, I think that team's going to struggle. I really do.
Yeah.
And so it's basically the Vikings and the Bears. And, well, it's the Bears. So it's like, I mean, yeah. I mean, it makes sense to have this bet. It really does. It's just, it sucks to see it. But, yeah, it makes sense, man. It's just one bet that I did jump on early, man, especially when I saw the tweet with the Bears. Talk about one last one before we get out of here. It was Andy Dalton, starting week 1 quarterback. I think got it at minus 170. I think it's at minus 250 now. Basically saying they're going to start him. Be straight out. Like, it's our number. This is our guy. I mean, what do you think of that? Like,
oh, you did bet Dalton?
I did bet Dalton. Yeah.
No, I did too. And actually, I was thinking about writing up now that it's at plus 200 for Fields on the comeback. I thought about writing Fields up, but I don't know. I wouldn't want to lay 200 for Dalton.
No, I mean, I wasn't going to do it if, having that much, but it's like, to me, it's stupid that they're going to start Dalton. You draft a damn quarterback, you draft Fields that is your future. And I cannot stand when you put a quarterback and learn from him. No, you learn by getting out there and playing, period. And, like you threw Trubisky's dumbass and traded up for him and let him run out there like an idiot for how many years? So throw Fields out there, man. So, but again, it's the freaking, it's the Bears. Like they're going to run Andy Dalton out there. And he'll probably be their quarterback until what? Week 4, depending on how he does for the first 4 or 5 weeks until they want to have his head. And then they'll throw the Fields out there so they try to save their jobs. I mean, it's the way that the Bears roll. So it's so dumb, but it is like, oh, we're out of contention. Let's throw Fields out there and see what we got going on. Like, it's just so typical. So yeah, man. I just thought I'd throw that out there because I know we were talking about it earlier, and I did throw it out there, but I wouldn't lay it now at minus 250. I couldn't do it because things could change, but I didn't mind doing it, when I got it at the price that I did.
The Cam one is, I think Cam's minus 278. I would, if you wanted some action in that market, I'd go the Cam route, but
yeah, I have a hard time thinking Belichick's going to run out. That he's going to run out his boy. I have a hard time him taking a rookie quarterback and to start over Cam. Like, yeah, I can't see it. I don't know about you, but can you see that? Can you see a scenario where they run him as a starting quarterback? Like, I just don't see Mac Jones lining up as the starting quarterback. I just don't. I just don't see Belichick doing that. I can see him going to him at some point in the year, but I can't see him starting him.
Yeah, I think Stidham would start before Mac Jones. If Cam got hurt in the preseason, I think Stidham would.
But I still think Cam is going to be your guy to start the season with.
Yeah,
I don't think he'll end especially if they struggle. But man, that guy, he can't hit a stinking. He is horrible when it comes to throwing dimes, man. He's just so inaccurate. Always has been. He is not a favorite quarterback to watch. I'm like, oh. But anyways, anything else you got in these picks, man?
No, we'll be back with some college futures.
Yeah, college futures. One more I want to do coming up as well is I want to do the top 10 dynasty rookies. I think that'd be fun to do. I don't know if you looked at that too much when it comes to season-long dynasty rookies. I was looking at a few of them and kind of give my take on those. And then definitely the futures college, man. I want to do that as well. So look out for these, man. Friedman and I will come in, talk a little futures here and keep bringing these shows. A lot of fun. Again, head on over to SportsArmy.com if you want to see daily picks. I did a video this morning where I threw 2 of my NBA prop bets. And then I think I dropped Friedman, 4 or 5 more picks today. I was throwing them out there this morning. And again, we're going to have the Sharp app coming soon. You can see the link on the screen. It's also in the description. And then also we have a free Discord server that you can head on over there. Again, the link's on the screen, but it's also in the description below. And, we're dropping plays in those as well that are, once in a while that are free. And on top of it, we do have the free games. I don't know. I don't think anything was won yesterday, but it was it's a revolving. I think it's going to be up to $200 the next time. Again, just free money coming in if you can pick the winner of these basketball games. But no one hit the winning score of Washington at Indy. Basically, you're just picking the winning points there. It's free to play. You got to be in there in the Discord to play. And I don't know when they'll do the next one, but we're doing about 2 of them a week. So head in there and sign up, and hopefully you can try to win some money and chat with us. And it's been a good time, man. So Freeman, you enjoy your weekend, man. And we'll do this again soon.
Thanks. You too.
All right, man. Deuces.